So, somebody's in your situation and they're noticing, something's not right here. This very issue in another state, for example, right? So let's say in a state where the process has not started, like you talked about West Virginia and other places, but somewhere outside of that, and somebody's, listening to this podcast or watching, and they want to make a change. So how does that look? Like, practically speaking, what is somebody's next step?
Well, I think you've got to know what the law currently says and then to know how to change it. So, you need to be able to understand the code and then make the fine tuning of the code the way we did. And I helped draft and amend what we did. And so we had a lot of lawyers on board helping us. And you need some lawyers that are friendly to your cause to write the code and change it the way you want to.
Mm,
Um, and write a good bill. And then after that, you've got to have sponsors willing to fight for it. We
mm,
had strong sponsors. Our Senator Alan Clark and Representative Jimmy Gazaway are both very strong sponsors. Representative Gazaway is an attorney, so he was um, obviously articulate in the law, and Senator Clark's been a warrior for children's rights in Arkansas for a long time. So we were fortunate to have good sponsors. We had a good ground team that kind of worked the reps and got the support in the legislature because we kept it kind of quiet. We didn't do a lot of publicity. We didn't do a lot of stuff on Facebook really until the week before the vote
mm.
because we didn't want to drum up opposition for one, and we knew
Right.
that really doesn't. It's not effective to convince legislators. That way, you've got to have that FaceTime, sit down and meet with them, explain your bill and why it's important. And we out lobbied most of the paid lobbyists up there, if not all of them, in
Wow.
our volunteer efforts on that one bill. And after that session, all of the legislators told us our bill got more attention than almost any other bill, and there were a lot of controversial bills from Arkansas that session. So we had a lot of work put in, and we had to because the forces that you're fighting are huge. I mean, you're fighting the judicial, uh, the judges, and so you've got the entire judiciary that's going to be against you probably, and then most of the lawyers, particularly the family lawyers. So there's a lot of strong forces there that are going to oppose it, and that's going to be true in Ohio and every other state that tries this
Right.
because they want to keep doing things the same way, and they don't want to change.